Hi, welcome to Endura Power's Garage. I'm Jeff Landers. Today I brought in my 1987 Volkswagen Syncro Camper. This is a favorite among camping enthusiasts all over the world. So in today's project, what I'm going to do is I want to take the original battery, which is a big battery, holds a lot of power, and put in a small battery really just for the starter. But I wanted to save a little space up front and a good bit of weight. Right now I have two large batteries in under both front seats. Get a little bit more space and a little less weight out of that. This battery here only weighs about 7 or 8 pounds compared to this battery that weighs pushing 60 pounds. This has 560 cold cranking amps and it's 20 amp hours. So it's not a big battery when considering amp hour, but from a standpoint of the cold cranking amps as far as starting, maintaining, it's got a good bit of power. The cool thing about this system too is that we have this custom bracket, and I'm going to basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this under the front seat, and the space that I did have for the battery, that's going to be able to be used for storage or whatnot. So this is really kind of an ingenious way to mount the battery. Let's take a look. Before we get started with this installation, I paired my battery with the Endura Power app. This video is on the Indura Power website. Endura Power batteries offer superior power for starting and operating your vehicle. This power is consistently delivered, which improves performance and mileage in fuel-injected engines. Endura Power intelligent batteries offer high power, small size, lightweight, and smart features with the Endura Power app. Okay, so the first thing I did, as you can see, is I've taken the battery out. I just put the old mount like this in here, just flipped it around just in case I ever need to use it again. And I did extend my power terminal. I've tucked away the negative there. I've taken this plate basically and mounted it in there. I've taken this plate, as I showed you all before earlier, and I've mounted it in here with some self-tapping screws. I'm going to attach these back here. I'll do those last when I get the battery secured because I got to pull the seat backwards. One thing that I like about this battery too, as you can see here, when I put it in, I'm going to place it in here real quick, is I've left that off because I have one of these and then I have one of these. Now you could switch to just doing that only. I just decided to go with having them both on there, which is kind of a neat feature. Now I found this cover at AutoZone and I just decided I kind of wanted to put it there, just like that to cover it. You know, you can do it if you want to. I just chose to do it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And there we go. Now we're going to get the trim piece and put the trimmings on it. One thing that I always do just as a force of habit is, you see how that metal's right there? Just to kind of secure that, I'll take a piece of gaffer's tape or duct tape. I'll just put something like this here and there just to kind of ensure that that stays. It's just kind of a thing I like to do. And then also here, because sometimes, you know, I'm always worried about that hitting the positive. And one of the things that I'll do is I'll put gaffer's tape on it too, on that edge. Like this right here. I'll do enough just in case something wanted to hit there. Now the battery's completely installed. The one really cool thing is that I think I've shown you on the past, but I'm going to show you here because I'm almost positive I have a draw on this battery, is we're going to go in here and be able to go to the Endura Power app. And now you can see the battery right now is at 82.5%. That's what it was when I installed it. Now let's see if I've got a draw on the battery from somewhere. I'm going to punch this right here. I'm actually getting 1/4 of an amp from the alternator. That's probably from my solar panel. I could disconnect it down here and kind of see if that's exactly what it is, but I bet you that's from my solar panel up top. So that's probably the coolest of all the features that this app has, is that normally in this vehicle I would have phantom power being sucked out of the battery. Here you can tell I've actually got, with the solar panels inside, but I've got some lights, I'm actually getting just barely enough to where it's not taking any away from the battery. Let me go and I'm going to check the starting battery here. 13.28 volts. And let me go and check this and see if it's drawing anything. That it's actually probably from the solar panel. It's bringing a little bit of juice in still. And that's what the engine's not running, obviously. Okay, let's start it up and see how it goes. Put it neutral. Start right up. This thing is always a little tough to start. One thing I can't express enough is that you really need to make sure you use a proper charger for lithium iron phosphate batteries. Don't try using a regular automotive charger or one of the trickle chargers that you have, because it can really do damage to this expensive battery. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Endura Power's Garage. Look forward to seeing you again. Thanks so much. For all the information on all of our batteries, visit us at InduraPower.com.